guys, it's me and my mom. This time I'm doing the intro.
Hi friends.
This is the human body, the book.
Okay, so let's begin.
For a video.
So this first page shows the layers of the body. It says body basics. The human body is amazing. While you sit reading this book, you might feel that you aren't doing much. But as you flip through the pages, your body is quietly working non-stop to keep you alive and feeling great. So how does this incredible system work? Let's find out more by peeling back the skin to see what lies beneath the surface. Here's a diagram of the different levels of skin.
Nope.
The surface is the epidermis.
Which looks like
The next layer down is the dermis. And then the next layer down is fat cells.
fat cells, which don't look like anything.
Those little balls are the fat cells.
They're just circles.
You can read this. Can you see it?
Yeah. The largest organ in your body is the skin. Laid fat, it would cover over 20 square feet. Your skin is made up of 3 layers. The outer layer, the epidermis, the middle layer, the dermis, and the lower layer of fat cells. The skin keeps moisture and helps you control temperature and protects your body from damage and disease. It also has sensors which send signals to the brain. These signals are interrupted by the brain's texture, pressure, temperature, or pain.
Okay, so body layers. Your body is made up of lots of different parts, all with very important jobs to do to keep it working properly.
This is the muscle layer.
Yep. Muscles are more than 3 times, there are more than 3 times as many muscles in your body as bones. 630 to be precise. Muscles perform many different jobs, from helping you move around to keeping your heart beating. The next layer is blood vessels. Read that well. Blood vessels.
Your blood carries nutrients and oxygen around your body through a busy network of arteries. These comes back to the heart through veins. This is called the circulatory system, just showed right here. And your heart is the most powerful blood cell.
That's right.
It's not a cell, it's a big cell.
The next layer is organs.
And these organelles,
You can read that part well? It's kind of hard to see.
Your body contains a number of organs that carry out specific jobs, such as the kidneys, liver, lungs, and intestines.
And then the last layer is the skeleton.
Skeletal system.
The bones in your skeleton form a jointed frame that supports everything else. Without a skeleton, you'd be as floppy as a beanbag, and you wouldn't be able to stand or move about. When you were a baby, you had 300 bones. As you grew, the smaller bones fused together. When you reach adulthood, you will have only 206 bones. And this is talking about nails. We'll show you the little how nails grow. It does look silly. I want to read that.
This is funny. Nails protect the sensitive tips of your fingers and toes. Fingernails help you pick up small objects and are great for scratching itchies. They're made of a hard substance called keratin.
Keratin.
Sounds like karate. The same thing your hair is made of. If you lose a nail, it will grow back. As long as the skin underneath it isn't damaged. As your nails grow, the nail cells harden and die. That's why it doesn't hurt when you cut them.
What does this say when you pull this out? Did you know that fingernails grow 3 or 4 times faster than your toenails?
Yeah, I did.
Let's go and turn the page.
Turn the page. Hey, what's up, son?
There's a big skeleton here.
Yeah.
Move it.
Move it.
Blink, stretch, scratch your nose. All these movements plus hundreds more are made possible because your skeleton and your muscles work together. Your skeleton protects your insides, but also has more than 200 joints that allow you to bend and flex in every direction. Your muscles power your movements so you can do everything from breathing and blinking to running and jumping.
Hello guys. My name is Skeleton Bob.
This is Skeleton Bob. Hi, Skeleton Bob.
Hello.
Thank you for doing an ASMR video with us today.
Alright, I'm gonna die. Please revive me.
So here it has some of the bones listed. The tibia and the fibula. The femur, which is the longest bone in the body.
Just like 2 inches.
The pelvis. The backbone. The spine.
The one that hurts a lot. Mr. Hurts a lot is backbone. The humerus. Which is like used for nothing. The ribs.
The breastbone.
And the ribs.
Sternum.
The hardest bones in your body. I'm pretty sure.
Down here on the forearm is the ulna and the radius.
I knew there was 2 bones right here. One.
And Bob's head, the skull.
Bob, you look lonely.
We love you, Bob.
Your joints only work in these way because of your muscles. Move the bones on either side of the joint. Some of your muscles are strong that if they don't have sensors to stop them from squeezing too hard, they could break your bones. Some of your muscles work all the time. Every minute, on average, your heart beats 70 times and you blink 12 times. The muscles in your rib cage move up and down to help you breathe. These unconscious movements are involuntary. You don't think about them. Voluntary muscles control the head, torso, arms, and legs. This means that the instant you think about moving, your muscles respond so you can jump, lift an arm, or even just bend a finger. I don't know. Guess we just turn the page. This is one of my favorite pages.
Yeah, this is cool. This is a pop-up of the heart. Let's lift it up this way so we can look at it better. If you cut yourself, you bleed. But have you ever wondered what blood is for? Did you know that every drop of blood is on an incredible journey around your body through a network of blood vessels to deliver oxygen and nutrients? At the center of this network is the heart, the pump that powers the blood around. If you put your ear against someone's chest, you can hear the heart pumping. We call this the heartbeat. It is vital to have a healthy heart because it never takes a break. If your heart stops, then so do you.
Vein valves.
Oops, the vein valves.
As well as delivering oxygen, blood cells collect waste substances like carbon dioxide, the old blood carrying. This carbon dioxide travels back to the heart in veins to keep the blood flowing the right way. Veins have valves to stop it flowing back on itself. Pull the tab to find out how a valve works. You pull it up. The valve closed. Veins have valves that close to stop the blood from flowing backwards.
Valve open when the heart beats. The blood surges onward, pushing the valve open so it can flow through.
I like this heart thing. It's cool. Whoever made this is a good person in books.
So this is the artery to the lungs. This is the vein from the lungs. The blood comes in this way,
Like this.
and it goes out this way through the lungs. Your lungs are an incredible organ that act as a gas exchange system. If you hold your breath for too long, you get a tight, burning feeling as the pressure builds. This feeling of pressure is because you have too much carbon dioxide in your lungs, which is dangerous if it is allowed to build up in your body. When you breathe out, your lungs push out the waste carbon dioxide, and when you breathe in, they draw fresh air containing oxygen into your body. Oxygen is vital to keep your body going.
Now what do I read?
You can read this little diagram.
Hiccup! Oh wait.
Breathing in.
Your diagram flattens
Diaphragm.
Diaphragm flattens out and moves down, so your lungs have space to get bigger as they suck in air. Your ribs also move outward, giving your lungs room to expand. Your diaphragm moves up, and your rib muscles move in, leaving a smaller space inside your lungs, forcing the air out. Do you think it's cool?
Number 1, blood carrying carbon dioxide travels into the lungs. Carbon dioxide passes from blood into alveoli. Oxygen passes from alveoli into blood. Blood carrying oxygen travels back to the heart, ready for another trip around the body. Your brain is responsible for all these things and more. It is the control center for your whole body. It processes information from all over your body, allows you to think, and stores experiences as memories. All this is an organ weighing no more than 3 pounds. You're on the toilet. And by the time you are 70, you will have spent over 23 years sleeping and had over 300,000 dreams. Have a look at what else we get up to in 70 years. 9 days burping and farting. 70 days brushing your teeth. Over a year of washing. Over 2 years blinking. A year on the toilet. Nearly 4.5 years eating. And 23 years sleeping. I wish we didn't have to sleep. We could get so much more done. You know?
Yeah.
Here's the brain.
Looks like a small intestine.
And the frontal lobe. Oh, wait. It shows you what the parts of the brain does. The frontal lobe is the part of the brain that controls speech, thoughts, feelings, and movements. The temporal lobe. You can read that.
The temporal lobes are either sides of the cerebrum. They deal with hearing, smell, and memory. That's why certain smells make you remember things.
What? I don't know.
Also,
Occipital lobe.
this part of the brain deals with sight. It receives messages from the nerves in your eyes.
Parietal lobe.
Ooh, that was loud.
Sorry. This lobe interprets touch, temperature, and pain.
And this does something. This has to do the neck.
The brainstem. This controls your body's life support system, such as your heartbeat, breathing, and digestion. It also sends nerves back and forth, telling different parts of your body when to move, or letting you know if you've stepped on a pin. This is about the eyes, all the senses. Without senses, life would be like sitting in a pitch black, soundproof cupboard with a blocked nose. You wouldn't be able to see, hear, smell, taste, or touch. Luckily, without even having to think about it, your brain is always collecting information from your eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin, so you know what's going on in the world around you. Every day we are bombarded with thousands of different sights, sounds, smells, tastes. We gather all of our knowledge from our senses. That's why they are so important.
That's where the taste goes. So bitter goes up there. And the sweet just goes right there. And that's where the sour goes. The salty is just in the front.
Why do your ears pop? You want to read that?
Have you ever been on a plane and noticed your ears popping when it takes off? There's a tunnel that lines back
Links.
that links back to your back of your throat to the middle parts of your ear. This is called, I can't
The
pronounce.
Eustachian tube.
It opens when the air pressure decreases, causing the popping noise. If it wasn't for your ears, you wouldn't be able to keep your balance. Nerves in your ears send messages to your brain about the position of your head. Your brain then sends signal to the right muscles to keep you balanced.
So we have a diagram of how the eye works.
You're originally supposed to see things upside down, but there's something in your eye that stops it from happening.
Because of the way light enters your eye, you see the world upside down, but your brain flips the image the right way up again. The place where the optic nerve meets your retina is called the blind spot because it doesn't have any light detecting cells. The lens focuses light onto your retina. It changes shape to focus on objects that are far away or close up.
What's that? That's your eyeball.
Mm-hmm.
And it hurts when you touch your eyeball for certain reasons that I just don't know. Probably because there's lots of nerve cells in there.
Down the hatch. This is the GI tract. When you take a bite of food, it begins an epic journey through a mouthful of crashing, grinding teeth, stomach spurting acid rain, and a labyrinth of tunnels and sponge-like tiny tentacles. This amazing process turns a mouthful of food into energy and nutrients your body can use. When you swallow, the entrance to your windpipe closes so that food goes into your esophagus, not into your lungs. So we have the liver.
Lift the stomach. Lift the stomach.
Lift the stomach.
The pancreas makes over a pint of liquid each meal you eat. This liquid is emptied into the intestine. It is full of chemicals that help break down your I can't see that word.
Break down your food. This is kind of cool. After being churned in your stomach, the chyme moves into the small intestine, a muscular tunnel lined with tiny finger-like sponges called villi. Chemicals work on the leftovers, breaking them down into tiny molecules that can be absorbed through the villi into the bloodstream. These molecules are used to build and repair the body and give us energy. But the journey doesn't finish there. Leftovers are pushed into the large intestine where muscles move the waste along, and any water is absorbed into the bloodstream. Then the waste is stored, ready to leave the body. You can read that.
Small intestine is about 20 feet long. That's twice as long as a car. It fits inside because it's looped and coiled up. The large intestine is called large because it's much wider than the small intestine. Even though it's shorter, the large intestine is only about 5 feet long. It would take about 24 hours for food to to make the long journey through your digestive system.
Okay.
That was the whole book,
Well,
back to front.
we didn't read everything in there, but
You get the
we
guy.
shared some of it with you, and we hope that you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching.
Bye.
Bye.